Just kind of overwhelmed with a lot of different emotions. I'm probably gonna cry, yeah. Does that mean I can turn around? I'm scared too.
Back in 2018, John messaged Sarah on Instagram with a screenshot of an empty contact record and asked her to fill out his survey. And thank God she filled out that survey.
For knowing Sarah now for 10 years, she has dated some frogs. A lot of frogs. I always knew that none of them were the one. That is until I met John.
One thing I admire about John is that he is always living in the moment. When he's in a conversation with you, you have his full attention. He isn't looking at his phone or thinking about something else. He's there experiencing life without the everyday distractions that consume us.
You know, like writing this speech, I kind of started off with just thinking about our past, really. And there's nothing more constant in my life than Sarah Schaefer. And when I think about us growing up together, I pretty much just think about me copying everything you did. And to be honest, I haven't stopped. Your confidence is contagious, your loyalty is unmatched, and your sense of humor lights up every room. I hope to be everything you are one day.
One day, my grandfather was living with my parents and me, and he had open heart surgery. And on Sarah's day off, she showed up to the hospital, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "I'm here for the surgery." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "No, like I brought my laptop, like we're like the surgery is gonna be fine. Like I'm just gonna be here all day." And I was like, "What do you mean? Like, what?" And I know that she doesn't remember that because that's the kind of person that she is. She doesn't care to remember it, but I will never, ever forget it, ever. It meant so much to me and my family, and I'll never forget it.
Had a rough summer and wanted back up in Louisville with my parents. And I had only one friend in town, I had John. And he took me, my dog, and him and Sarah. I don't know if you know this, but that meant so much to me, just having you here.
My favorite thing is really when people say, "You sound just like Sarah," or "You have got to be Sarah's little sister, oh my God." Because if I could be a fraction of the person that Sarah is, I would take it. Okay, here I go. Here come the waterworks. The force of Sarah's love is like having a shield of armor to protect you, a blanket to comfort you, and a North Star to turn to. She has been all these things for me and more. And John, I know that she is already those things for you too.
As a dad, you're thinking, oh, gosh, I'm just going to be so bittersweet about this.
I feel like I want to make him wait a little bit.
And really, Sarah just kind of gone from being a little girl holding this blue bunny that she used to just love into now this beautiful bride. And so, to me, Sarah's just ready to take the next step. I just feel good about that. I feel good about that as a dad. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Look at you. You look great.
Thank you.
You ready?
Yeah.
And I love you and I love John, and I think you guys are going to be a great couple.
Sarah, it feels like just yesterday I was anxiously awaiting your reply message, yet today I will be anxiously awaiting your arrival at the altar, and I cannot be happier. It's been you since I first laid eyes on you. It's been you since our first date at Silver Dollar. I fell in love with who you are, but I decided to marry who you have become. I love you more than I can put into words. It has always been you and will always be you. Love, John.
You're the person I've been looking for all this time. I'm so lucky I get to call you my husband. You are my rock and my biggest support. You are my shoulder to cry on, the calm to my storm, and the reason for my smile. I'd be totally lost without you, John Robinson Bickels. I love you so much and cannot wait to become your wife. I'm scared too. All right. Oh my God. I love you so much.
Sarah, you have just been such a constant in my life. You're always there for a joke when I need a laugh, a shoulder when I need to cry, tough love when I need to hear it. And I'm just so glad that you found your constant and someone to be there for you as you've supported me all these years.
You know, Sarah, that's kind of the husband you're getting. Someone, like I said, you're always going to be laughing, always going to have fun, but someone is going to be there for you through thick and thin.
Sarah, I've known John for 15, 16 years now, and I can honestly say that since he's been dating you, it's the happiest I've ever seen him. The way you're sleeping on my shoulder. And that's really all anyone can hope for the best buddy to choose a partner that makes them happier. Cheers to you all.
Where you're sleeping on my shoulder. Dear Sarah and John, it warmed my heart that one evening watching the two of you build your puzzle on our kitchen table. Of course, you started with the border that holds all the pieces together. It's like the foundation, and your relationship is already strong. You will have all these tiny pieces in your life that you will fit together that will be so important in a marriage. Sarah and John, one of the most important pieces in your life's puzzle is knowing that marriage is a covenant. It's a lifelong commitment that will hopefully become stronger and more meaningful over time. Some of your pieces will be filled with sorrow, hard times, and sadness. Find strength and comfort in each other. And I hope your pieces in your puzzle will be filled with continuous love, complimenting each other, and lots of laughter. To be honest, I hope you never complete your life's puzzle that you're about to build together, because through the years your pieces will continue to multiply, and that will be a true testament of growing together as a husband and wife.
Mr. and Mrs. John and Sarah Bickels.
If this speech is anything like John's golf game, we may need someone to come up here and take this mic from me.
John Robinson, when he was in his teens, his early 20s, he was really a sweet boy. But these guys just tore him up. They just...
As you've heard about John, he has many wonderful traits, but two of my favorites are that when he sets his mind to things, he does them, and he is extremely comfortable in his own skin. When you're just two guys backpacking through Southeast Asia, you kind of run out of stuff to talk about, but there are a few topics that are definitely no-nos. One of those topics tends to be hair loss. Towards the end of the trip, John's in the bathroom. We've got this kind of process going. There's like a little spray and a little rub, and a little spray and a little rub, and John's applying just a gentleman's amount of Rogaine. And he says to me, totally straight face, he's like, dude, I better get a hot girlfriend before I lose all my hair. So you can imagine my surprise when a few months later we're catching up and he says, yeah, I'm dating this girl. I'm like, I'm sure you are.
To this day, my favorite thing to do is to rile Sarah up. When I am mad or annoyed, I call Sarah because I know she's gonna get even madder and even more annoyed.
We caused a lot of kerfuffle.
The planning was best described as a kerfuffle.
And John walks up in a little bit of a kerfuffle.
I prepared something pretty short. Actually, this is the wrong one. Kerfuffle.
Growing up with John, we all get it. John's like funny, but Sarah laughs at everything John does. And I was like, Sarah girl, why are you laughing at him? But that's why I knew I loved her, because she supported him and loved him. Sarah, we cannot wait to welcome you to the family, and it's official.
You're a Bickle.